In 2014, the Center of Southwest Studies, Fort Lewis College's Museum, Library, and Archives participated in the National Museum of the American Indian Artist Leadership Project. In this project, 4 artists were invited to the center and other regional organizations to explore museum collections and archives and to present workshops to their communities. Fort Lewis College, located in Durango, Colorado, sits on the Colorado Plateau and is homeland to many Native peoples. Surrounded by snow-capped La Plata Mountains and the Animas River Valley, the college has a commitment to Native Americans known as its Sacred Trust. As part of the Sacred Trust, the college and the center celebrate partnerships and projects that connect the many peoples who reside in this unique landscape of the Southwest. Hear what artist Tirzah Camacho has to say about her art and connections to community.
My name is Tirzah Camacho. I was born in the Bay Area, California. I was there for almost 20 years before I moved to the Southwest. I'm a visual artist. I've been trained formally for a long time via a few different entities, private as well as through the Oscar Howe Summer Art Institute at the University of South Dakota. For over 10 years I spent my summers there. And my formal background's in painting and printmaking for the most part, but lots of foundational work was hours and years were put in there. And I finished college in 2004 at Fort Lewis College with a studio arts degree. I've been making work and showing work nationally for my whole life, and teaching some workshops and doing artist in residency programs and those kinds of things. Classifying what I do is a little rough. A lot of people ask me that, well, what do you do? What do you do? And in a general way, I say that I make contemporary art. Over the last 10 years, I've been developing a style that I enjoy. I consider myself a green artist. I dumpster dive and I go to junk shops and I scavenge for sort of a base material that I can work on top of. It has to be wall mountable in some way, in some facet, or something I can manipulate to be wall mountable. And whether that's 3-dimensional or whatnot, and I can, if it hangs off the wall in some way, that's okay. And I curate alternative shows on the side also for a couple of different people. I organize shows independently, just within the community that I live, or for people if they ask for assistance. My family operates a music school and a music venue in a little old 1928 theater in Aztec, New Mexico currently. So I've taken over a position there to help facilitate those concerts as well as curate their alternative art shows. There's a lot of interest and there's a lot of need, and so I've been working really hard to help facilitate those shows. And it's hanging, it's marketing, it's herding the cats that are the artists and getting them to focus and pay attention and get formal. I think that's really hard for artists to do naturally. We sort of are wired a different way. I've fought against being pigeonholed as a woman artist or a Native American artist, or there's lots of places you could put yourself or let yourself be put. And I've challenged that, and I want to be able to work and do whatever I want and have the work stand alone, maybe even without me, and I have stuff to say. Generally there's a narrative to my work in some way, whether it's objective or non-objective, or I've had an interesting life. I've lived in cities. My father had an automotive shop, so I grew up in a shop. So there's a lot of strange automotive things that come up in my work, or dead bugs and this and that. And people could argue that work belongs in this spot or that spot. And I've had my work removed from shows, which I'm sort of proud of, actually. So and If it doesn't fit, that's okay. Yeah, so that's what I do. I paint and I gather things and I gather people and I put stuff on walls. And it's been great.